Welcome once again to Breakfast Central. The Nigerian Correctional Service has recaptured 421 inmates who fled the custody facility in Kuje, Abuja, with 454 still at large, according to the House of Representatives Committee on Correctional Service.
This is just as the committee said. It had summoned the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, and Comptroller-General of the NCoS, Haliru Nababa, to appear before it over the recent attack on the Kuje Custodial Centre by terrorists. Of course, we've been following the updates on a Kuje Correctional Facility and the attack on Kuje Prison. There have been several reports as regards how this even came to happen in the first place. Now, some Nigerians have been asking if there have been any punitive measures that have taken place first. And the question has been, so who are we going to punish? Are we going to punish the Comptroller-General? Are we going to punish the Minister for Interior? There have been several conversations about how we even let this happen in the first place. And to think that we have over 400 criminals still roaming the streets is quite scary, to say the least.
Yeah, it is scary, and so just to also quickly mention, if you remember during the NCoS protest, there were a lot of jailbreaks also. This is not the first time that we're seeing something like this. There were a lot of jailbreaks in Edo State, I remember very well. I think also in Delta State. I'm not sure Delta State, but Edo State I remember very well. And I don't think that the Edo State government or the Nigerian Correctional Service or the Nigerian Police Force has ever been able to say that all those hundreds that escaped in Edo State back then in 2020 have been recaptured. We simply just let it go. I mean, it's very possible that we still have hundreds of people who escaped from prisons in Edo State still roaming the streets, across Nigeria today. Dangerous criminals, maybe. And so this is, once again, another time that this is happening. Now we're talking about 454 still at large, if we're going to, believe those figures. And so I don't know, I'm expecting rather that this is going to be another time when we just move on, and nobody really gets to question, and find out, have they all been arrested? The ones who were, seemingly arrested as terrorists, the ones that they said were Boko Haram members that were in jail, have they been recaptured? Do we have a national security, crisis at our hands because these people have been let loose and will, of course, go back to crimes, very likely.
Of course, the Pandora's box has certainly been opened. That's what it seems like. But another concern that comes to mind is, have we in some way set a precedence for what is permissible? The fact that it's happened once and, they were able to get away with it, or it looks like they are getting away with it. Have we set a precedence for terrorists to break into jails and break into prisons, free their members, those who have been in captivity, those who will be captured? Is it not time to start having conversations about securing our prisons? A prison is meant to secure the society by keeping away those who have allegedly committed crimes, those who have been convicted of crimes. But maybe now is the time to start revisiting conversations about how secure is the secure facility really.
Yeah, well, so this incident, right, is one of the things that it's one out of dozens that you would say are the results of a seemingly weak security architecture. That's why they would have the guts to try it, because they realize that they very likely will be able to get away with it. And that's really what it is.